And here we go. Hello, everyone. It's me. It's the Bat Fan. I'm back. It is a quarter done of the season already. Round of applause. A lot of teams that are at the top that are definitely A plus, and then there's a lot of teams at the bottom, and then there's teams that we still have no idea what's going on with them. Let me go back to the top. These are my four teams that have A plus grade through the first four games of the season. I have the Eagles, the 49ers, and Miami. Yes, I know. Miami lost yesterday. That's okay, it happens. This is the NFL. People are gonna lose. They went into Buffalo. They played Buffalo. They put up 20 points. They didn't look like the Miami, that we've been used to seeing in the season, but I still see hope of them coming out of the AFC East on top. And you might have noticed that I don't have the Cowboys or I don't have Kansas City up there. I think Kansas City, they're not A plus yet because they have a whole bunch of new pieces that they're gonna have to figure out how it fits on offense. I'm not saying that they're not gonna be A plus after week 8. I'm just saying right now they're they're the second tier of teams right now. I know Mahomes is great and Kelsey, but we just got to see how they start using the other receivers, their running backs in the passing game. Their defense is getting better, even though they just let the Jets put up 20 on them. But Wilson looked really good last night. I think that he needs Aaron there to calm him down because he looked so calm, like the moment wasn't big for him. When most of the games, when he plays, he looks like a shit show. It looks like he's just like, oh man, there's nowhere to go with the ball. He was making good reads last night, making good passes. It's funny, I was telling my lady, Katie, because she's forced to watch football with me, but I was telling her that, Baker Mayfield, I've seen his ceiling. Now, Wilson, for the Jets, he has a high ceiling. He has, he can make every throw. I mean, every throw that a quarterback needs to throw, he can. He just doesn't have it yet in here. And if he could get that, even if he could get 75%, he'll be a pretty good quarterback in the NFL. He just has to get past that hump of bad decision making, don't know where to go to the ball. He's got to learn that. Now, Baker, he has certain things that he can't do. And that's not we know it. I've watched him play. I've seen his ceiling. I'm not saying Baker Mayfield's not a good quarterback. I just know that where his ceiling is not where Wilson's ceiling could be. If Wilson could get it all together, he has unlimited expectations in the NFL. He could be up there every year with the great ones. Baker Mayfield's always going to be, is he a good enough quarterback to start in NFL? Yes. Is he going to throw for 5,000 yards in a season? Probably never going to happen. But we don't have a running game, so he's got to throw the ball a lot. But we do have good receivers. I know Mike Evans did go out. I All right, so we let me get to the Bucks because I have to get out the way. I'm a Bucks fan. I don't pretend to be anything else. I do like watching good football, but I know the Bucks. I watch them. I watch their games thoroughly. They beat the Saints. The Saints are. I've told everybody at the beginning of the year the Saints are not that good of a team. We can beat middle of the pack teams, but when we go against the Eagles, when we go against the 49ers, when we go against those upper echelon of teams, the Bucks aren't going to be able to win. We don't. Listen. I don't care that Dean's out. I don't care that they suck anyway. The Winfield is amazing, and it stinks that he has to make up for a lot of bad plays by corners. Bucks are very lucky that they have him. First of all, like holy shit, thank God. But whatever. The Cowboys, I don't have them in the top tier. Sorry, don't have it. I don't believe in them. They're gonna. I know all you Cowboy fans are like, "Oh, you're just a Cowboy hater." It's hard to call people Cowboy haters when people have been correct about the Cowboys for the last 25 years. They're not that good. Okay, they beat the crap out of New England, which has no weapons on offense. They have no weapons on offense. Stevenson is a really good running back, but they basically had 8, 9 people in the box, and they were like, you know, beat us. We dare you, Mac Jones. You have nobody to throw to. Juju Smith was barely on the field. He did catch one play, whatever. Henry, he's a good tight end, but he's not a world beater. And then the receivers, Parker, he's old in the tooth, and Braun he does the wrong routes all the time, and it's very hard to watch the New England offense. The Patriots will win 7 games, 7, 8, maybe even 9 games this year because they are very well coached. But is New England done of being a contender? I feel like Bill Belichick was very spoiled with Tom Brady being able to do it with no weapons on offense. Like I don't care. Wes Welker, Amendola, all those receivers, other than the tight ends, because he always had good tight ends. He did have Moss for a little bit, and we saw the numbers that he did. But he could make mediocre receivers look great because it was all about timing and spacing, and Tom Brady understood that. Mac Jones can't make mediocre receivers look great, and it's sad to say, like that that Patriot era, and it was long, guys. Congratulations! I'm going to Boston in about 3 weeks. Uh, Congratulations, the New England area, the Massachusetts area. You guys had the longest dynasty in NFL history. It's over though. Bill Belichick, I guess he's chasing records. Tom's got all the records for quarterbacks. Bill probably wants all the records for coaching. We'll see. I think he could get in like if they average 8 games a year, he'll get in like 4 years. He can coach them up. It's just that offense is appalling, and the Cowboys took advantage of bad decision making twice by Mac Jones. I don't believe in Dak Prescott. I think he makes bad decisions all the time. And it's crazy because when, like, 3 or 4 years ago, I was praising Dak Prescott for his decision making. And now it just seems like, I don't know, he's just making bad decisions. They won. They won because of their defense. Okay. The Cowboys are the middle pack team. All right. Cincinnati Bengals, they lost. I know. Tennessee put it on them. But Tennessee's defense looked bad all year. And then against Cincinnati, they looked dominant again. Cincinnati, there's something going on there. Every pass play is like 5 yards. Burrow just doesn't look like, Joey Burrow, which I'm a fan of. I like Joey Burrow. He's very good at what he does. But I worried. They just paid this man all this money. And the question is he that hurt that he looks that bad? So what do you do? Do you bench him for, 4 or 5 weeks? And then, what? They're going to be last in the division. So do you put him on IR for the rest of the year and then get a good draft pick? Maybe get the top offensive lineman in the draft. I don't know. Cincinnati's in a funny because that city doesn't want to lose. They want to go to the playoffs. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Joey Burrow wants to play. He's a hard nosed football player. He doesn't care. He wants to play, which I like about him. But you got to really start thinking about what's going on and what is the realistic expectation for this team that they're playing on. And I don't think it's the playoffs this year. I think if Joey Burrow's 100%, they still have a difficult time making to the playoffs. This is how I've said this before. NFL teams, their like window of having the same team with the same really good talent is like 3 years, and then you start losing pieces. And once you start losing pieces, little pieces change. A team's chemistry, how good the team is. So their window's about up. So next year, it's not rebuild, it's reloading. I know that, but you don't know how good they're going to be. I'd say that about Buffalo too. Their window is up. You know How good are they going to be? Okay, they're doing good this year. Are they going to maintain it? There is holes in the Buffalo game. It's going to start being time for players to get paid. This is a weird time in football. So, Buffalo, like I said, this year is fine, but what are they going to be next year? The AFC East might look totally different next year than it does this year. This is the time for Buffalo. They need to win now. This is a win now time because like I said, free agency, time for people getting paid. And once it's time for people to get paid, teams start weighing like, all right, well, we have to pay our quarterback. Then we got to pay our wide receiver. Then we got to pay our second wide receiver. And then there's just not enough money to pay everybody. So people got to go. And we'll see. CJ Stroud beat Pittsburgh. It is loud here in PA about firing Matt Canada. Can't say it enough. They want him gone ASAP. ASAP, like he should have been fired at the beginning of the year. They haven't had over 300 yards, 400 yards of offense in almost 3 years now. That is not. That 4th down and 1 play was the worst play ever called. I was like, what are they doing? What are they? Najee was having a game. Warren was having a game. Even if you're going to pass it on that situation, you should make it seem like it's going to be a run and let the defense get a little worried. 4 wides, 1 running back. They were, and then your quarterback gets hurt, and they're saying it might be serious. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on with them. CJ Stroud had a game against that Pittsburgh defense, too. That Pittsburgh defense, people, listen, that defense is naughty. That's a Super Bowl winning defense. Their defense, their defensive ends, their defensive tackles, their corners, their safeties, they're stacked in every level on that defense. Pittsburgh, they're gonna. I see them going 10-7. If they make the playoffs, they're gonna be the second seed because their division is their division. They could win their division, but they got to get it together on offense. And I don't know what they do. They call Ben Roethlisberger like, "Hey Ben, hey, what you doing? You know this offense, right? Yeah. Hey, can you call plays because this guy Matt Canada fucking sucks." Well, I could do anything, coach. You should have called me 2 years ago. You were playing 2 years ago. You know what I mean. You should just make me the offense coordinator. I think that's what Big Ben thinks he can do. And you know what? It can't be as bad as it is right now. It's not. Watching the Pittsburgh Steelers play defense is atrocious. I mean, not defense, play offense. Play offense is atrocious. It needs to be fixed now. That's my cat trying to get in the room. It needs to be fixed. Even if they could if the Pittsburgh Steelers can put up 17 points a game, which is middle of the road offenses in NFL, they'll have an 11-5 record. So that Matt Canada's got to get out of here. Sorry, that's a rant about that. And the thing I look at for the rookies of the year so far this year, it's Stroud and Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud, and they're both in the same division, which is crazy. They are the faces of their franchises. CJ Stroud he has looked better every week. He's going to be a good NFL quarterback. And then Anthony Richardson looks good every week. He didn't have that many passing yards, but when it came to tying the game, they almost won. It was a good game. He did his thing. It's not his fault. I'm not going to blame anybody. It was a good game, very good. It took him a little bit to get on track in the game yesterday, but when he did, boy, that man, that guy can ball. Same thing with CJ Stroud. He can ball. So, they're in first place. They are in first place in their division. I mean, the thing about it is both these teams, their division is weak. I mean, you have the Titans, yes. You have the Jaguars, that whatever, they won too. But it's not like it's an unwinnable division with rookie quarterbacks. They can do it. A couple of plays in the first game of the season and, no fumbles. The Colts are, 3-1. So, They just got to beat the teams that they should beat and get these young quarterbacks confidence, and then beat a couple teams that they shouldn't beat. And it goes a long way with the quarterback's confidence. All right, today, Monday Night Football. I'm not. Okay, Kansas City beat the Jets. All right, great. And Taylor Swift was there with a whole bunch of famous people. No one cares. Wilson looked good. Great. That's all I'm going to say. I don't fucking care about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I do care. Listen, I hope nothing happens to these people. I just don't want to see it in my face all the time. That's why I don't watch the news and I don't watch all this other stupid shit that's on TV, because I don't care about these influencers. All I care is about what I like to watch, and I want to fucking watch it. I don't care. Taylor Swift's at the game. I was about to lie and say I can't name 5 Taylor Swift songs, but I just, you know, I don't care. I get it. She's bigger than life. What do you fucking do? Travis Kelce, awesome dude. Great. Love you, Travis. Love you, brother Jason. You guys are some football dogs. All right. Tonight's Monday night game is Seattle coming to New York. That New York has 2 primetime games, and they're gonna lose both primetime games. God, the schedulers in the NFL did not think this was gonna be. I think Seattle can blow the Giants out. They have the Giants defense. Well, let's be honest. The Giants had no defense. They have all these super explosive and super skilled and super athletic defensive players. They have what, 1 sack, 4 tackles for losses, no turnovers. That's when you have a defense that's kind of undersized, super, athletic. You're supposed to be committing all these things. They blitz on every play. I think Geno Smith will start picking them apart. Pete, he will run the ball right. They're just technicians. They play very good fundamental football in Seattle, and I think they win 23-17 or 23-10. Whatever, they cover. Geno throws for over 200 yards. Walker, I hope he gets in the end zone tonight because he's on my fantasy team and it's a close game. But I'm going with Seattle. The spread's about -1.5. Probably going to be by 2 by the time I get this published. You guys enjoy. I will be doing a Monday night recap. I already put the short for He Fucking Sucks. I seen those are like kind of hints. So I'm going to keep doing them. I believe I'll be doing my show Tuesday, and because I have work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'll do a Saturday show. I might do a live broadcast if you guys are down. The last live broadcast wasn't as great as I thought it would be, but it had all right numbers. So I'm going to try to do the next one. I'll pick a college football game. Definitely going to have my college pick'ems. I've been really hot in college picks on Saturday morning. Hopefully YouTube gets better on downloading these videos because it usually takes like 2 to 3 hours. All right, guys, it's the Bat Fan. I'm out. Matt Canada, you fucking suck. Let's have a good day.